Hi, cuties.
Hello.
It's Mel and Sam. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. Today is jam-packed with a lot of gorgeous stuff. What's happening in it, Mel?
It is. We start the episode with a big fat combo and lots of giggles around the concept of microfeminism and how we're each implementing microfeminism in our daily lives.
Yep. We then asked the big question, what is the prime age or the best age to be? And we went and polled our listeners and got all of your answers and we unpacked them together.
We did. We also have 2 wonderful Would You Rathers sent in by one of you little rats.
Yep. And then we get completely gaslit by the genre of surf rock. And I'm not saying anything more. You just need to watch to the end.
In our song that is Dad's written by women.
Yeah. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, illegal.
Figure
Click
it out.
subscribe. Thank you.
A rat and a bag, that's a rat bag. You put a bag on a rat, that's a suffocated rat. You put a rat in a bag, it's like squeak. Let's go, it's Ratbag.
Hey, Samantha, Andrew, I have a question for you.
Hit me.
You ready to do an episode of Ratbag?
Yes, everyone. Favorite job in the world. Favorite job
in the studio.
in the world.
With our girl Luce, with my girl Sammy, we're back in the studio.
I'm thrilled to be here.
I'm
thrilled to be here. My hair's a little bit curly. I'm feeling a little bit.
You look a little bit femtastic and a bit.
Yeah, I do feel like.
Yeah.
That's exactly my. If you were all a sound right now, what mine is.
I think you should assign us because
Okay.
I assigned you.
Yeah, you are. Ooh,
I love
that's
that.
very you.
And what about Luce?
Yo, that's you.
Oh, I love
the jacket's
that.
very finger gunny.
Yeah, I don't know about this jacket.
I love
it's
it,
been a
Luce.
staple of the winter wardrobe.
It's gorgeous.
I love it,
As in you
Luce.
don't know about it.
I don't know. Everyone keeps commenting on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like I like it or just like
That's literally all you need to
I
know.
would
If you're
think
getting
if people-
continual compliments.
Yeah, and that would be so backhanded if people went, wow, what a jacket. Who the hell are you hanging out with that's making it seem like it's the opposite? I
We
love
need to
this
swiftly
jacket.
talk about the fact that Lucy keeps talking about getting a really dramatic haircut. And we keep being like, when is this happening?
Luce,
When is it
to
happening?
book it in.
Is it happening soon, Lucy?
It does need to happen soon. I've looked up Earth to Betty,
Yes.
who you recommended to
The
me.
ones who made my bangs that broke the internet.
Yes,
Yep.
I need a similar breaking moment.
Yeah, you need a breaking moment.
I just need volume because
You need a wolf cut, I think.
Yeah.
Wolf cut is what I've been diagnosed by several people.
Diagnosed.
It's
so real.
But yeah, it's very flat at the moment.
Yep.
It needs to
A couple of layers.
bounce a
It's
little
going
Yeah.
to be life-changing.
Well, your hair's gorgeous.
thank
Anyway,
you.
it's
Yeah.
very
Stop
beautiful.
it.
I'm going to launch straight in today on this riggedy rat bag.
Hit me.
With a little topic that I am fascinated in, and it makes me giggle from
Okay.
my core.
Perfect.
And it's really important. It's 2-pronged. It's giggly, but it's also, on an earnest note, I think makes a difference in the world.
Okay.
And that is microfeminism.
Yeah.
We all familiar what microfeminism
Fill the
is.
rats in if they're not.
I actually, thanks so much for asking. I wrote down a definition because
Hell
I
yeah.
thought this might
Whoa.
happen.
Yep.
Microfeminism refers to small, everyday actions individuals can take to challenge gender inequality and promote equality within their social circles. It's about recognising and addressing subtle, often overlooked instances of sexism and bias in daily interactions.
Yeah.
These actions, though seemingly small, contribute to a larger effort to dismantle harmful gender norms and stereotypes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And I'm obsessed with little things like this, little microfeminism things
Yep.
that are just little things in your day
Yep.
that can just make someone go, and so often what it is like challenging men
Yep.
on what they, on how they feel about femininity
Yes.
and about women, right?
Yes.
And I found this post on TikTok that obviously going to give full credit. It was posted by an account called Phexxi, Phexxi. And it was, they asked like, guys, what are the ways that we are all practicing microfeminism
Yep.
in our daily life? And I don't want your, you know, that trend that was like, I don't want the
Your
classic
classic
ones. I
answers.
want the
Yep.
most unhinged,
Yes.
like radical ones.
Yes.
And
yes.
some of these made me laugh,
hit me.
laugh. And so I saved some of my favourite ones and I want to share them with you
I would
today.
love this.
Okay, this one, I'm starting bang on with possibly, I think it's my favourite.
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay,
ready.
we're going
Yep.
straight in. I save in my phone my friends' boyfriends and friends' husbands' contacts in Handmaid's Tale format. So I put their names as
funny.
Matt of Claire, Ryan of Madison, Josh of
Yep.
Emily.
Yep. Property as they are.
How good
That's
is that?
so good.
It's so funny. I want to steal
Making
it.
them the property. You can. You absolutely can.
so
but all your
good.
friends are lesbians, so you won't even be able to do that, babe.
Yeah, being like Mel of Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, that
How
one's
good is
fantastic.
that?
That's so funny.
That was fantastic. Were there a lot of comments in here from men being like, do you realise how
Actually,
sexist?
not really.
Great.
The comments were kind of flooded with people being like, I'm screeching. This is so good. I'm stealing this.
Beautiful. Oh my God, hit me with another one. This is fantastic.
So that's the first one, probably my favourite. Loved this one. I work as a cashier at a supermarket and I just never scan period products.
yeah.
How life-changing
I think
is
that's a
that?
great one.
It's
I think that's a
so good.
fantastic one.
Doing
Yeah.
what our government cannot.
Yep, yep. Turning a blind eye in the perfect
And just
moment.
being like, oh my God, missed those tampons.
yeah,
Sorry,
that's
girl.
crazy. That's a fantastic
How
one.
good.
That's fantastic. I love that.
Love this. When I'm addressing a group of people, I will say, ladies and sons of ladies.
I'm stealing that.
How good is it?
I'm stealing that. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm worried that I'm going to move from the microfeminism into like
misandry.
Yeah, 100%. Because these feel a bit too fun.
It's so good.
Hit me with some more. I love these.
Loved this one. I think I am going to maybe start using this one. When a man gets unnecessarily angry, I explain to the people around us in that exact social situation and to him that men do have daily hormone cycles, and so it's probably just his part of the day as opposed to his time of the month.
God, I would love to know.
I
would love to know what the man says back
Sent
after
me to
something
the
like that.
stars.
That's so
There was
good.
there was a lot of teachers in the comments being like, when a child is sick, I call the dad. And a lot of doctors being like, when the child comes in, I go directly to the dad and go, what blah, blah, blah is he? What medication is he on? And I watch the dad go,
I've got no idea.
And pass it over to the mum.
Yeah.
And every single time.
Yeah,
it goes
I've got
that
no
way.
idea. Or excuse me, I'm at work.
Yeah.
Your kid, your responsibility, mate.
I
wow.
love that. It's just your part of the day instead of it's just your time of the
so
month.
Funny. Oh God, hit me with more.
They're not the guys, they're his boyfriends.
Wait, I want to understand it. Wait, they're not
As in like if you had a boyfriend, like his guy friends,
his boyfriends.
being like, you're not hanging out with the guys, you're hanging out with your boyfriends.
Yep, that's fantastic.
I do love this one. I'm a firefighter and I only bring sunscreen with glitter in it.
For the men to
For
wear.
the men to wear. So the guys will ask for sunscreen out like on a big like firefighting job or day, and unbeknownst to them, will be covered like Edward in Twilight with my cunty glitter sunscreen.
That doesn't even feel microfeminism.
Yeah.
That just feels a bit fun. It's me trying to understand if that actually is microfeminism.
Well, I think it's unpacking like a fragile masculinity thing
Sure.
of, I don't want to be wearing glitter.
And that's good that you can find that in that. Because I'm like, that's just them being sparkly. No, you're so real for that.
It's made me laugh.
Hit me.
I tell men, I love your pixie cut.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've landed on one.
We've landed.
That changes
It changes everything.
everything.
And a lot of the people were talking about how they're like, it's so funny when you say these things
Yep.
that are like, because obviously the trend here is that you're kind of flipping something for men to talk about it in a way that it exists
Yep.
for women. Like, I
Yep.
feel like that's kind of like the common thread.
Yes.
And to see them be like,
Yeah. Watch them freak out.
and it's like, why are you so angry?
Wow. Oh my gosh.
They're
how
part
many,
of the day.
Was this a super viral TikTok? Were there heaps and heaps and heaps of comments?
Yeah,
Or was
there
it
were- there were quite a lot.
Oh, you have to send this to me. I need to go and read every single one. Do you have any more? I feel like you're a machine right now. And I'm like, again.
go. I have like 4 or 5 more.
Hell yeah.
Do you have any that you do in your daily life that
Yes.
you want to that have come to your mind?
At my old workplace, I used to get called out for it, but our clientele were a bunch of parents,
Yeah.
and I used to constantly address all formal letters to the wife first.
Oh yeah, I love that.
And even though it wasn't that on the system, it was the complete opposite. I would just
Yeah.
always put Ms. or Mrs. or Doctor
Yeah.
or whatever first.
And
before,
Mr..
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that just felt like a little subtle
Yeah.
one. Similar to the calling up
Yeah.
the dad and not expecting
Yeah.
the mum to, this feels very gendered, but you get what I mean. Like
No.
not expecting the mum to always be the one that
Yeah.
will pick the student up,
Yeah.
know all of the medical records, etc., etc. That was a huge one that I did.
100%.
Yeah, and I used to get called out for it, and I'm like, I don't.
Did you
really
used to get called out for it?
Yeah, it was like, you know, we have to make sure that everything's from the system, and that we're not fucking around with the system. I obviously didn't say fucking around with the system in my organisation.
It's you taking like 3 times as long to send out the letters because instead of just like it automatically coming out of MailChimp, Mr. and Mrs. You're
do this
single-handedly manually changing all of them to be like Charlotte and Mr. Charlotte.
and Mr. Goddamn Charlotte. That's one.
Charlotte
How about
and
you?
of Charlotte.
Do you have one that you do?
I couldn't think of one hectically, but the only one that came to mind is my use of the gender neutrality of the term girls.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll often be like, "How are we, girls?" in like a group of
that
not
feels very
all
fine.
girls.
Yep.
I did love this, and I do want to steal this. I will only ever call and work with female tradies.
Oh, perfect.
Women in male-dominated fields.
What's the one? It's not Man with a Van. There's a female one.
Oh, is there?
Isn't there? Me looking straight
know
over
what's
at B because
insane?
you look exactly like someone that would know in the Gay 24 hat. What's it called? Yeah, there's a female specific, or it's like a female specific move out company.
Girl with a...
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Girl with a van. Have you ever taken a Sheba?
No.
Yeah, do you know
What's a Sheba?
Sheba's the it's called Sheba?
I don't know what that is.
The female Uber service.
Oh, I think you're right. I think that is... Oh, that's one. Every time I step into an Uber and it's driven by a woman, I go...
I feel
Feminism
so much.
wins
and
today.
Immediate 5-star rating.
Immediate
5-star rating.
five-star.
You know why? Because it
Agreed.
always is a 5-star
Yeah, it always
experience.
is.
Always.
It's always better.
I'm trying to think of other subtle ways that I show microfeminism.
Well, Luce, have you got any?
Yeah.
I'm just realizing I've done a lot of these things. Like I always walk
Yeah.
into the editor room at work and I'm like, hey, bitches.
Yeah.
And I used to always nominate my dad to do canteen duty for me when I
Yeah, I
was
love
younger.
that.
Little things
I
like
love
that.
that.
I definitely
That's
did.
clever.
I asked a doctor if he was a nurse and asked for his credentials. When he showed me, I apologised by saying, sorry, it's just when someone says a doctor, I expect a woman. Good for you, though.
That's clever. That's good. I also feel like I've called it out a lot of times, especially when I'm interacting with boomers or people that are a little bit older. When a man will start to speak over a woman, I will just interrupt the flow and go, sorry, she was speaking. Or sorry, can you continue, auntie? Or sorry, can you continue, so-and-so?
I love it.
Because it happens so
That's so
subtly
true.
and so frequently that I'm like, nah. You're just calling it out immediately.
Yeah.
And even if the male ends up, the male, we're talking about like with the pod being like the male, even if the men go, oh, but you know, it's an ebb and flow. I'm like, I know, but she was actually speaking.
She's done. Yeah, I love to do a, sorry, what were you saying, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, and just maintaining eye contact with them while they're being
That's a great
over-
one. This is endlessly fun.
Okay, I've got 2 more.
Please.
There's more, but these are my 2 faves that remain. Whenever a man starts mansplaining to me, after he's done, I encourage him to share his fun fact with a buddy.
Buddy is the
Really
most
made me laugh.
pass-ag belittling word.
Imagine being mansplained
Buddy.
to and then being like, ooh, that's awesome,
listen,
Brendan.
buddy.
Do you want to share it with a buddy?
With a buddy. Buddy's a perfect word for that.
Buddy's
That's
perfect.
so good.
It gives the same energy of you saying rock star.
Little rock star, 100%.
I love
Absolutely.
when Sam says rock star.
Rock star. Rock stars all around.
And this is perfect one to end on.
Yep.
If a man ever tells me his wife or girlfriend is crazy, I ask him what size shoes his kids wear.
Wait, I want to understand it. Let me in. Wait.
As in, so she's saying, if a man is ever to like to me, oh, my fucking wife, or like, oh,
Yeah.
she's fucking crazy, or like this,
Yeah.
that, the other, she'll be like, oh, really? What size shoe does your kid wear?
No, I don't get it. I want to get it.
Meaning like that he won't know.
Okay, because he's so absent from like
Yeah.
the lives of it.
Yeah.
Totally. I thought it was literally to do with foot size, and I went, wait a minute, microfeminism alert for me as a feminist. Let me in to this
Is there
conversation.
something with that?
Yeah, wait a minute. That's so
And they can't all be
good.
winners.
No.
Sometimes you got to end on the flop, and I think that's important.
No, I think I made it the flop by just not being really with the program for that moment.
Hey.
But that's good. I was
So
too busy
fun.
thinking about glitter in sunscreen. That's
How
so
good is that?
funny.
I do think that. What's your fave one out of all of those?
Okay. Let me think back. Let me think back.
I do love the pixie cut.
Yeah, the pixie.
I love this pixie cut.
I like the one that makes men have a real hard think about themselves and calling up and expecting them, rightly so, to know more information about their child and not relying on the
Yeah.
mum every time. I think that's a huge one.
Oh, and I do love Matt of Claire, Ryan of Madison, Josh of Emily.
It's perfect. I'm trying to think if I show up with microfeminism when it comes to Mother's Day and Father's Day, but I do feel like we just celebrate both. I feel though we might spend a bit more on Mother's Day, and I think that's correct.
Yeah, that feels right, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes with Dad it's like socks and chocolate, fuck off. With Mum I'm like, right,
that's so
we're
true,
taking a
actually.
day at Chadstone. Sarah, you're going to Chanel, I'm going to Mecca, and it becomes this whole thing, love you Dad, but sometimes like, yeah, I think he wanted those socks. Done.
I'm like, there's some licorice all sorts. You'll be right.
With this hand as well.
You'll be right.
This is such a good hand to do.
Why do dads always like insane confectionery?
I don't know.
Is that I feel like that's a thing.
A different sweet tooth.
Yeah. Like my dad is obsessed with those, I forget what they're called. Is it cheekies?
Oh, the chocolate flavoured
jelly,
ones.
yeah.
They have a weird taste, if I'm being
Loves
honest.
those. J'adores the licorice all sort.
Yep.
J'adores. Do you know what my dad loves as well is jubes.
What the hell are Jubes?
Jubes. I swear he's the only man in the world who eats
is
them.
that the one in the cardboard box with the flip lid? They're Joel's. Jubes, Joel's and...
I fucking devour a Joel.
Oh, Joel's fucking lit. Yeah, let's circle it back to women. I don't give a fuck what men eat. Joel's a great...
Let's talk about black
My
currant Joels.
dad's favourite chocolate is dark chocolate with orange.
Yeah,
Get a life.
it's insane. It's
What's
such a
going
dad
on
thing.
there? What in the Jaffa
Fruit
cake?
and
has
nut.
got-
My dad
Ew.
loves fruit and nut.
Fruit and nut psycho.
Yep.
You've got to be like Dexter level psycho
Yep.
to be having fruit and nut and enjoying it.
What about you,
the
Liz? Does your
hell?
dad like anything
My
insane?
father, he loves those. He's just a crunchy man, but not in a bar. It has to be in the little blocks. I'm like, that's fine. But
What little piss weak loser. Just kidding.
it's
Fuck all
boring.
men. I'm kidding. Guys, I'm kidding. No, I love your dad.
So the crunchy blocks of chocolate.
Yeah, but it's just boring. That can't be your favourite of anything.
I
Yeah.
also didn't know they made that in a block of chocolate. Let's talk about the important things. They make crunchy blocks now, do they?
No, they're off-brand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now what's
They're
really
not Cadbury.
Oh, no.
Right.
What's really good about this is Mel and I have allowed more time for the opening segment, so you can tell here that we've probably reached the 15-minute mark, and now we're going, and what is that chocolate wrapped in? Where's this conversation gone? I'm deeply obsessed with it. But yeah, my dad's favourite, Lindt chocolate with orange in it.
No,
Get a life. But
We
my
can't be
dad's
doing
fucking
it.
gorgeous. He drinks rosé with ice cubes in it, and that's the most metrosexual thing I've
Your
ever
dad
thought of.
is written by a woman.
Oh, my dad is written by a woman.
Sam's dad is written by a woman.
You're so right
Yeah.
for that. Yep, you're absolutely bang
Yeah.
on. Yep.
Absolutely written by a woman. Tell another few things that make your dad written by a woman.
What else
Just to
makes-
show that we're not misandrists.
What else makes my dad written by a woman? I do want to get
The
this.
doorbell. Talk about the doorbell.
Oh, the doorbell. We've got the fucking campus doorbell that you can put your songs from like your iTunes on. We got it in like 2011. And so our doorbell plays Happiness by Alexis Jordan. Because it's my dad's favourite song. So literally the postman comes to the door and it's like, I gotta turn this car around, as the postman's waiting there with his box. Dad's like, g'day, with his glass of rosé and his beautiful pyjama pants that he bought that are probably pastel pink and brown.
So perfect. And I think
He's
we've said this on pod before, but I really am obsessed with it. Sam's dad is also the biggest Greens voter and the biggest environmentalist. And from like the second she popped out, he was like, you'll be voting for Adam Band, won't you? Like it's so unheard of from that generation.
He's so gorgeous.
I'm
I
obsessed with
will
him.
never get over when I was 21. He goes, right, happy birthday. It's time for your present. And I went, fuck yeah, it's going to be a car. No, it wasn't. He went, come here. And we went onto the roof of my own family home so we could go, take a look at this. Solar panels. And I went, oh. He went, have a look at that. He's like, bought them before the government even paid you to have them. Solar panels. Future is energy. God, clearly global warming's my fault because I don't even know what's going on. How beautiful is that?
That's so good.
Oh, my dad is written by a woman.
Moral
Love
of the
you.
story is the only ones who are good are microfeminists and Sam's dad.
Correct. Thank you.
Anyone else? Get
fucked.
I was going to say fucked, and then I was like, that's so hectic. I was like, get fiddlesticked out of here.
Fiddlestick is so real.
Fiddlesticked is good.
And tell
Get
a buddy.
absolutely fiddlesticked.
Tell a buddy. Wow, tell a buddy is brilliant.
Oh, we've got to move on, but that's
We've
microfeminism.
Got to move on to our bring bitch hotline.
Oh, please.
I kind of have a question, and you two seem really cool and hot and smart. Hello?
On my personal Instagram, I went on a deep dive and I asked my followers and our Ratbag followers, I want to know the prime age. Now, there's all this talk about wait till you hit your 30s, wait till you hit your 40s. God, I remember being 15. I loved my 20s, uni, etc., etc., etc. Obviously, everyone's going to have a different answer. It's super contextual.
Yep.
Enough caveats though, Sam. Jesus Christ on a bike. I have gone and asked everyone, according to you, what has been your favourite age and why?
Love this. Absolute newborn before I knew anything.
You'd be surprised we had a few people write in with that exact answer. Okay, I'm just going to read out some of the ages and some of the justifications for them because they're gorgeous. And it makes me really hopeful for the future because a lot of these ages we are yet to turn.
I love that.
And I do feel, just really quickly before I run into it, I do feel so hopeful for getting older.
Yeah.
In like it only gets better and better. That is what I hear from people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
Absolutely. And I think if it's okay for me to share as well, I'm very proud of you because I feel like as your best friend, I used to hear you talk a lot about being afraid of getting older.
Yes.
And I feel like we've talked about it so much and society is talking about it so much that like first of all what a privilege it is to grow old and to like keep living life and become different versions of yourself. But absolutely I feel like it's really cool to see people be like, I'm not afraid to turn 30 and I'm not afraid to turn 40. And actually, I can't wait for what life will look like then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wicked sister.
Wicked sister.
Wicked sister millennial.
Thanks so much to the person who said you guys should get a Wicked Sister tramp stamp because I do think that is the perfect matching tattoo for Sam and I.
It's just perfect. I was saying to my mate the other day, I'm bringing back ROFLCOPTER. Why? It just gets to the point so quickly. No more time for once for, plus for, eight. I'm literally going rolling on fucking floor, laughing my actual ass off, Cassandra. ROFLCOPTER.
Do you know what I need to absolutely expose you for?
Hit me.
You know how we've been talking about how you've been leaning into the millennial.
Oh, absolutely.
Guys, Samantha Andrew.
Samantha Andrew
has earnestly been saying in our work sessions recently, and I don't know if you've clocked it.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. I didn't even notice that I did that.
Yeah, you've done it about 6 times in the past week. You go, cool beans, sounds great. And I'm
Do I really?
We're on.
Holy shit.
We're in our pride era.
Do I actually do that? That's wild.
It's perfect.
That's not even conscious.
No, it's perfect.
There you go.
I think it's coming with this beautiful unraveling
No, 100%.
into a proud millennial.
I just didn't even form a sentence then, but who cares? Wicked sister moving on. Time to pop onto my telephone and look at some epic wicked write-ins.
Have a look at that. Cool beans-tastic.
Cool beans-tastic. Okay, the prime age for our listeners.
I love this question.
35. I left my unhappy marriage. I put myself and my kids first and I went back to uni, found proper love.
Oh, I love that.
How gorgeous is that?
I love that.
Someone wrote 12. It was the most popular I have ever been. I ran primary school with an iron fist.
That's so
brilliant. Good. That's brilliant. To be able to reflect back to the age of 12 and go, I ruled the lunch orders and the sports shed. I ruled it. 17, if not 18. No one gives a fuck about you, but you think the world runs on your vibes.
So interesting.
That's so interesting. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Because I understand that. You've kind of got your whole life ahead of you. You've started to get a little bit of freedom in being able to make your own decisions, potentially be out without your parents.
Yeah.
I can very much understand 17, 18. How do you feel?
For me, 17, 18. Yeah, I remember... Yeah, it's an exciting time because it's like exactly what you said about like the world, feeling like the world is like laid out in front of you and like, hell yeah, like there's so much to come. I think for me, like if you look at 17, 18, the 17, 18 deluxe was 21.
Yep.
And I think that's more of my like...
Well, it's interesting you say you're talking about 21. Someone wrote 21. I was living in the States for uni with besties. I got my first boyfriend, the best, and I lived in the UK for 5 months.
Yeah,
freedom to travel. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I think for me, 17, 18 I still felt like a kid a bit.
Yep.
I think clocking into the 20s was like where I was like, oh, okay, now I'm like starting to become a person. But even then, I look at me at 21 and I'm like,
child. Totally.
Whomst is that fetal?
I feel that completely.
Who is that?
19, had my license, no rent and bills to pay, could travel, have fun wherever, whenever, and save money. Someone wrote 34, no justification, don't need to. 34, it is what it says on the tin. Once I got past year 7, so 14 years of age, 19 and 22 were rather delicious, 22, 25, 32. I liked this. 32, because all the things that truly matter start to make more sense.
I love
That feels like very poetic and gorgeous.
That feels pretty adjacent to my answer.
Yep. I'll read off a few more. In terms of achievements, year 10. In terms of happiness and being content in who I am, 30. I think year 6 for me was great. I had friends, good school, not too many worries in the world. Someone wrote, being a baby, I want to sleep all day and scream when I want something. You're so real for that. Someone wrote with just the pray hands, genuinely 11. I love that. Not 16, that's for sure. What else do we have? I don't know, man. I'm 23. Don't think I've got there yet. You will. I love you. 23 to 24, young, single, no kids.
Feels like everyone's saying early 20s.
Early 20s, 28. I'm going to see if there's something a lot more dramatic. Someone wrote the womb with 2 kisses. That's perfect. 23 and 60. I love that. They wrote no justification. No. 24. Where else do we have?
Thinking that this was going to be gorgeous people writing and being like 30s and 40s and like wait till you hit those girls, but it really is people being like 21 or 23.
No. I got plenty more. Ready for this? 35. I figured out my sexuality. I cared less about others and more about myself. Love this. 31. I felt like I knew myself fully and was comfortable expressing that in my sex, fashion and friendships.
Yeah.
The best is yet to come, guys. I'm nearly 36.
Sweet.
That's beautiful. First year of uni, the freedom post-school, you're working so you have money but you still live at home.
Yeah. That's so true. I do feel that. Yeah, the time when you're like, when you have a job, you're out in the world, you do have freedom, but you haven't moved out yet. When you're like, I'm rich, because you're not spending any money.
Yeah. Someone wrote, keep living, life just gets better and better and better. So we had a massive range. I think I'm seeing a lot of 20s, seeing a lot of 30s, and a lot of 11s to 10s to 12s.
A lot of people being like, things have never been better than when I was inside my mom.
Literally. It was just really gorgeous. And then someone wrote, in utero, I long for the 0 thoughts and no rent.
Correct.
And that's gorgeous.
I definitely feel like, it's linked to the like development of my prefrontal, what is it? Prefrontal cortex or the lobe.
Yep.
The part of your brain that doesn't develop fully until you're like 25, 27.
Yep.
I think the best, my favorite age so far is where I am right now.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Because I feel like there's things that I felt that like switch. I felt it even just in the last few months. It's really funny. Like people say that you feel it. I've actually felt the like switch into like, oh my God. It was literally like a block of concrete fell on my head.
Yep.
And I was like, hold on. These are the things that matter.
Yep.
These are the things that don't.
Yep.
It's important to look after myself.
Yep.
Here's how. Here's why. This is what I want to do. So just do that.
Yep.
Like I just feel like I've had this clarity of like being a fully grown person. And then, gorgeous things like sexuality or like having lived in like a long relationship now and like just different things that when for me like early 20s was like a lot of partying and a lot of having fun, which was great.
Yep.
And a lot of like going to uni and learning and foundational stuff. But now even with career stuff, I feel like I'm working in stuff that feels super aligned and I'm not doing those foundational jobs as much anymore.
Yep, I think that's fair.
Yeah, what about you?
I think the only thing that I miss that I wish I could take from more of my youth is the kind of stars in your eyes, hopefulness, and you're just less jaded. You've been less hurt by the world, so you are more open to people and experiences. And I do miss a little part of that that used to exist in me. But I do agree. I really, truly feel like, and not in a convincing myself way, but genuine way, the best is yet to come. I've never felt better than the age I am right now. And like Mel said before, I am someone that has always had such a complex kind of, like a lot of complexity around aging. And it's so nice just leaning in and going, no, hell yeah. Like this age is brilliant. Yeah. It's fantastic.
And there's no better feeling than like, getting older and then getting to implement all of the life lessons that you've learned. Yeah. Like by this kind of age, I'm like, by that time we're like late 20s going on 30, like we've all made like big mistakes. Yeah. And we've all, I feel like often by like 21, like you're not living life light. And I guess it depends on what your upbringing has been, what your life has been and all of that. But I feel like at least for me, I'm like, I've fucked up. I've fucked up in my years now where I can like have learned these massive lessons and now I'm like, now I can implement them and I know so much better about so many different things. Yeah. And I also just feel like things like confidence and stuff, like when I was like young, I just like, I didn't love myself in the way that I do now.
Yeah.
And I have learnt to do that over time, but like that's taken 27 years.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
know?
It makes me think as well if there are people that are on the flip, and I'd be interested to hear if you're comfortable writing in or commenting in the box, if you kind of had a flip in confidence, you grew up with this kind of, and my mum says I'm cool and so does my dad and my auntie and my friends at school, having that confidence and then it being ripped from you.
It.
Yeah, I wonder if obviously there's going to be people that have experienced the flip,
Yeah.
but I hope and pray that confidence only grows and grows in people.
Totally.
But you never know. But that was
the
really
more-
interesting. It was
as
a really
you
mixed
like
bag.
learn
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just really cool. It was
I
really
love
beautiful
that,
to read all
babe.
of that. And aging is such a privilege, and I really feel it now.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully.
Yeah.
What a beautiful write-in.
That
Thanks,
was
everyone,
beautiful,
for sending in your numbers.
Thank you for sharing those.
Of course, of
That
course.
was gorgeous.
All right.
Shall we move on to a little Kick Ons team? Now, the Kick Ons today is a little bit fun because it's a bit of a crossover one. The Kick Ons has been sent in
Great.
via the Bring Bitch hotline.
Gorgeous.
So someone has written in 2 would you rathers for us, and they're pretty like simple, straight off the bat.
We're doing both.
Really good. We're doing both.
Hell yeah.
So this message says, hello, my favourite rat angels. Firstly, love the pod and you both. Thank you so much for making it. I have a couple of would you rathers. Number 1, would you rather, for the rest of your life, every single time you see a musical, this is so painful. It actually hurts to read. You have to sing the entire musical word for word under your breath, loud enough that everyone within 2 or 3 rows of you can hear you.
God.
First of all, nightmare fuel.
First of all, massive amount of prep time. Are you having to learn that before
so
you go?
true.
Because
Yeah,
that's
you
another
are.
thing. That's taking
That's
time out
so
of my...
true.
Imagine trying to learn Hamilton from start to finish.
Speak for yourself. That would not be a problem
Good
for me.
God, but it's a
no, I know. I'm
beefy
joking.
musical. Okay, yeah.
Or every time you see a musical, and I'm going to extend it to say plays and like any kind of art as well. Or every time you see a musical for the rest of your life, you have a cold and you are coughing and sneezing constantly throughout the piece, loud enough that most of the theatre can hear you.
Okay. So, sickness comes with this kind of extra layer of that is incredibly irresponsible of you to be that unwell and out, especially in a post-COVID kind of world. So I think you would get a lot more people that are like, oh, be so serious. Because you could pass on the sickness to all the people around you. Whereas having a sleigh time, it is annoying though, singing from start to end, I feel like people might be a little bit more forgiving about it because theatre crowds understand the love of the theatre, that I reckon there might be some people that go, you know what, hell yeah. They're just fucking in it. Whereas sickness, I think, is worse. Yeah. Thoughts?
That's your answer?
Yeah, I think I would
Lock it in, Eddie.
I would rather sing But you can kind of get away a little bit more with coughing and spluttering because there are people that do that. I one time went to the ballet and I started pissing myself laughing at how many golden oldies were coughing and spluttering for the entire of Nijinsky. It was sending me to the heavens. Every single moment of silence before the violin went, you would just hear, and I couldn't stop. They became part of the percussion.
It becomes part of the piece.
It was literally part of the piece. What's your answer?
I'm choosing the sickness one.
Yeah.
Because I think there's an element of involuntary that comes into play with I've got a tickle or I've got a cough or I've got a sniffle.
Yep.
However, sitting and going and going for the entire way through of Mamma Mia with every single word and every single song.
Yep.
Is like you're choosing to do that. I think there's part of like the sickness part that I would hope people around go, oh, we've all been there when you get a tickle at the theatre.
Yeah.
But good God, it would be so hard not to stand up and leave because that's my thing. When you get a tickle at the theatre and it's bad, you stand up and you leave.
This is what I'm saying. It's similar to a crying baby. You know wah, wah, wah. All right. Wah, wah, wah. God, that's annoying. By the third, wah, wah, wah. The parent's like, all right, see you guys.
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
pop
time.
out to the main street, to Collins Street and have a moment.
Go have a choc
So
top.
if you're cough, cough, pause, by third cough, cough, you are expecting that person to go, hell yeah, I'm going to pop into the bathroom. So I actually think then the voluntary thing becomes null and void, if I'm being honest, because it feels then like a choice.
Yeah, I do feel like though, if you are singing and the singing I could maybe be okay with. It's the lines of the scenes, fully reciting the lines of the scenes. And I think it's this as well, because we've all been in a theatre when someone's coughing and spluttering. If it goes on for long enough, you do kind of learn to block it out. Or you try to, I think. Yep. I do try to block it out, and there is a way I can quasi just hone in on what's happening.
Yep.
But with the singing and stuff like that, I don't think I would be able to stop thinking about it if I was another person in the audience.
Isn't it so interesting? Musical theatre and plays exist so differently to concerts. Because people go to concerts and sing every single word at the top of their lungs, and that's just part of it.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating that in a musical, and I don't know if you've had the same experience. I've been in a few musicals sitting in the audience, and I can hear people kind of singing along in bits, and I get pissed off because I go, can you shut up? I actually want to hear Gemma Ricks do this, not
I get
you.
really pissed off. And this is why I'm answering the way I am. I think I get more pissed off hearing people sing and say the lines and recite them than a cough or a sniffle. I think I'm locking in. I would choose the cough and sniffle.
I would choose, oh God. Minus the prep time, I would choose the singing one because
Minus the prep time.
Minus the prep time of learning it. I think people are too snack happy at the theatre as well. The sound of popcorn and packets and choc tops, some
Simply
people really don't care.
infuriating.
They're just chilling. They are happy to make the loudest sound. What would your answer be, Luce?
I'd be the cough and the sniffle as well. But from an ex-usher mind, which I'm sure you can relate to, Mel, I'd be thinking either of them you're going to get approached by the staff and asked to leave by the end.
Well, this is going to be, that was going to be my question. Have you had to ask someone, sorry, you are coughing and spluttering too much? What do you say?
You have to go and be very nice. You have to go and be like, hi, just checking everything's okay. Can I offer you a glass of water, something? And then if they don't take the hint, you just kind of
you throw a packet of strepsils at their head and go, get out. Wow.
Do you want the second one?
I would love it.
Hell yeah. The second one is, would you rather every single time, this has got to do with public transport, every single time you get onto a tram, you have to immediately, this made me giggle, do 10 chin-ups on the scaffolding on the tram and loudly declare, scream to the tram, this city's my gym! Oh, no. Or every single time you get on a tram, this is your nightmare, Sammy, every single time you get on the tram, you must ride your entire journey cross-legged on the floor.
Oh, no.
Good one for you. I feel like you hate both of those.
I absolutely. Here's the thing: the chin-ups with no declaration of "City's my gym" is what so many annoying people do. Anyway, on the
it
tram.
is the declaration, isn't it?
That's part of the patchwork of Melbourne society. That's fine. Sitting because also when it's a peak hour tram, that takes up so much more space. Going, so I'm just going to pop right next to your Rain's backpack and sit on the floor here. It might have to be sit on the floor, but God, I'd hate every second of it.
Oh yeah.
And I'd kind of perch my bum up so I'm not fully on the floor. It would be a bit of a leg workout. I think the second one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go sit cross-legged as well.
Yeah.
What about you, loose tastic?
I feel I've sat cross-legged on the floor. I'm sorry to say, Sam.
Have you really? On the floor of a tram?
Not in Melbourne. In Sydney, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely sat on the floor of public transport before as well. But I can't think of, maybe it was a train. No. Oh, no, maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm lying.
But I hate both of them so much.
Bad, hey?
I hate them. Now I can't stop thinking about being in the theatre and singing along. What you want,
Also, what if it was
you want is me, but
it would be infuriating.
Do
you know what's bad about that as well?
Yeah.
I do feel like, maybe just going back to it quickly, I feel like if you're singing along, you can't enjoy the performance as well.
No, God, no.
But maybe with the coughs and sniffles, you still can.
With the coughs and sniffles.
You're watching something else happen, but you're going, you're still taking it in. But if you're going, what you want, water isn't good, you're too focused on your own performance.
Oh, God, I more care about people around me and what they're thinking. Wow. Wow.
Wow, we wow.
That's heinous. I hate both of them. My body language is like, I'm so closed off. Hey, thanks for writing in, Rat.
Thank you so much for writing in.
That was brilliant. We're almost at the end.
That feels insane. This episode's flown by.
All right.
Singing is not annoying, and everything is better as a song.
Well, it's time for Hit It Toots, where we improvise a song on the spot. We don't know the genre. We also don't know what it's going to be about until we discuss it right now. Does anything stick out to you
What should we do? We've just been hand delivered the perfect Hit It Toots idea by our mate B. B went, I think you just have to do dads written by women.
It's just brilliant.
It's perfect.
Yep, I love it.
Do you want to start, baby?
I absolutely can. What genre are we hitting today?
Today we will be hitting to what can only be described as surf rock.
Sorry, surf rock?
There's too many genres. Now, is that different to golf rock? I don't get it.
Okay, please enjoy our improvised song entitled A Dad Written by a Woman.
Hang on.
Here we go. Hi, my name is Martin. Gonna sit down and play a game of Scrabble. Gonna have a rosé in a glass with a cube. Then sit with my wife and watch Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal. Hi, my name is Gary. Sammy, could you help me tie my ribbon in my hair? Right there. I want to go to the hairdresser, get some little plaits in my hair. Right there.
Went to Big W, bought some skivvies. Went to the supermarket, bought some sushi. Ate the sushi with some chopsticks and went, good gosh, that's bloody delicious, that.
Gonna paint my nails in a little lilac colour. Come on, Sammy, can I drive you to school in my little hot air balloon? I'm gonna drive it, get into my balloon. Toot toot, here we go, Sammy.
It's time to sit down and read a book. It's time to sit down, I'll take a look. Bloody hell, I love Jodie Picoult. The way she writes about love is just absolutely life-changing. There's a really interesting character arc here that I really want to find out why Rhonda wants to sleep with Martin. What a good story.
My name's Gary, and when I cook spaghetti bolognese, I like to wear a feather boa. Why, you might ask? The answer is just because a feather boa is cunty and funny to me.
Hey, Sweetness, I know you're studying for exams, but did you have my hoodie? I'm feeling a little bit cold. I'm going to sit down on a beanbag, and then me and the boys, we're actually going to play some chess. Would you like to join, love? No worries.
And after that, I'm going to, I hate this track. I'm going to do a little karaoke song to Tina Arena, Tina Arena, to Tina Arena, Tina Arena. Gonna sing How Good's Gemma Ricks, babe. Me trying to think of other things that are written by women.
What we must unpack.
And all I did was nail polish and karaoke and a feather boa.
I have never been more musically gaslit by a track in my entire life. That felt like it was one chord the entire time, but also 12 key changes, and it didn't have a beat.
I actually feel like as well, this rarely happened. I feel like I blinked and that happened and I don't remember it.
No, I agree. That was the craziest backing track I've ever heard. Tom chose that, didn't he?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Tom. Surf rock.
But it's the way that surf rock, I do hear it. Like that did sound like...
Well, that wasn't gnarly at all, I wouldn't say. Holy shit.
Perfect for our men written by women.
Men written by women, indeed. Hey.
Can I drop you to school in a hot air balloon? I don't know how that's written by women. It just feels flowery.
My favourite one was the idea of Gary, or whatever his name is, in a feather boa cooking spaghetti bolognese. What's going on there? Wow.
Oh, you guys.
Guys, we're at the end of the ep.
Can't believe that's absolutely flown by.
Yeah, the listeners go, it didn't fly.
No, it hasn't.
But that's good. Guys,
thank God this is over.
Thank you for joining us, Per. If this is one of your first episodes you've listened to, we're very grateful that you've come and listened to our silly little comedy pod. We'll be back next week on Monday and Thursday, Monday with a Ratbag, Thursday with a Rat Food. We are also performing at Cheerful Earful.
We are.
We're doing a live pod, which will be great, down Brunswick Way. Sorry, this is a Melbourne-specific plug, unless you want to travel interstate with your 7 kilos on Jetstar flight. We would love to see you there. We've never done a live pod before.
Yeah, it's our first ever. We're very excited.
Yeah.
So please buy tickets. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah, that's kind of it, Rats.
That's it. Have
See
a great
you next
week.
week.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
This is a Grouse House podcast.
Mel and Sam would like to acknowledge that this podcast was created and recorded on stolen land.
The original custodians of this land have had a rich history of storytelling for over 65,000 years, and we pay our respects to the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, whose land we are making Ratbag on.
Treaties were never signed, sovereignty was never ceded, always was and always will be Aboriginal land.